At Christmas, my parents gave my sister's kid a $3,500 Disneyland ticket. Mom hugged my niece and whispered, "You deserve the world." My son opened his gift, a $5 gift card, and got a lecture about learning gratitude. I just smiled, packed our stuff, and moved out that night. A week later, they called me in tears. "My name is Ashton. I'm 34, a dentist, the older child, the quiet one. I fix cracked mirrors, calm, nervous kids, and spend too many late nights checking charts with dry eyes and a cold cup of coffee. I'm married to Naomi. We have a 7-year-old son, Caleb, who thinks floss is a magic string and that his dad can fix anything. In my family, though, I'm not the fixer. I'm the background. My younger sister, Mia, has always been the headline. She's the glitter, the story, the golden one. If Mia sneezes, it's a miracle. If I save a tooth, it's good job, honey. Do you take walk-ins? I grew up learning how to make myself small, to be helpful, to be available. If a car battery died, I jumped it. If someone needed rides, I drove. If the bill came and Dad forgot his wallet again, I covered it without making a scene. I told myself that's what family is. You help. You swallow the little cuts and keep smiling so the night can move forward. Christmas Eve this year was at my parents' house. Warm lights, pine candles, Mia's daughter running in a Minnie Mouse sweater. I came straight from a last-minute emergency patient. I still had that faint mint smell clinging to me, gloves, lines on my wrists. Naomi squeezed my hand before the door. "Let's keep it simple," she said. "If it gets weird, we leave." The living room was crowded. My mom was in full hostess mode. Dad had his holiday tie with candy canes, presents under the tree. Mia walked in late, dramatic as always, carrying a glittery bag like it was an Oscar. Her daughter, Lily, 6, bounced behind her. My son Caleb hugged me and asked if Santa liked fluoride. We did dinner. We did small talk. Dad made a joke about root canals. I laughed because I always laugh. Then we moved to gifts. Mom picked up a big white envelope with a gold bow and called Lily to the front. She crouched and hugged her. I saw Mom lean close and whisper, "You deserve the world, everyone cooped." Lily opened it and screamed. Disneyland, a full family package. Mia's voice lifted, listing everything. Flights, hotel, park hopper, Genie Plus, character, breakfast, the whole thing. Mom said it was $3,500, but she's only little once. Then Mom reached for a small red card. "Caleb, sweetie," she smiled like she was doing us a favor. Caleb took the envelope and looked up at me first. He opened it. A $5 gift card. Mom cleared her throat and a little note for our boy about gratitude. She tapped the folded paper because learning to be grateful is better than toys. The room went quiet in that heavy, slow way. Caleb read the card out loud, stumbling over the word entitled. He laughed because he didn't know what it meant. Naomi's jaw tightened. I felt the old heat rise in my chest and then sink colder. Dad clapped once. Character building. "Ashton, you agree?" I smiled. "The kind that doesn't reach your eyes. Great lesson," I said. Mia snorted a laugh. "Don't look so serious, Ash. It's just gifts." Mom added, "Well, Lily's had a hard year. She deserves a win." Caleb held the little card with both hands like it might break. He whispered, "Dad, can I buy a candy cane with this?" "Sure, buddy," I said. I put my arm around him. Naomi kept her eyes on me, waiting to see what I'd do. The night pushed forward. Dessert photos forced cheer. Small cuts, same pattern. On our way out at the door, my mother hugged me. "Don't be sensitive," she whispered. "You know we love you. Try to teach Caleb not to compare himself to others. It's tacky." I nodded. Got it. The snow was starting. I buckled Caleb in. Naomi slid into the passenger seat slowly as if each movement was a decision. She looked at me. "Are we really okay?" I stared at the porch light, blinking on, off, on. "We will be," I said, and I meant it. Though I didn't know yet the shape of that promise. I didn't become background overnight. It was years of little edits. When Mia and I were kids, we got the same report card, straight ass. She got a bike. I got keep it up. When her soccer team lost, Mom baked brownies to cheer her up. When I lost a science fair ribbon, Dad said, "Life's not fair, get used to it." I did. In college, I tutored Mia in anatomy for her CNA program. She got praised for working so hard. I got a text. "Can you Venmo $200 for her exam fees? We're tight this month." I sent $200. Senior year, my car died. I walked to the clinic and back for 2 weeks. Dad said, "Toughen up." Months later, Mia's car needed brakes. Suddenly, the family fund existed. I paid half. The rest magically appeared. Dental school wasn't easy money. People think dentists print cash. Reality tuition that makes your eyes water. I worked part-time evenings sterilizing instruments, studied until 2 a.m. and lived on rice, eggs, and terrible coffee. I graduated with 6 figures of debt, and a habit of measuring toothpaste like it was gold. First job, I took every emergency slot, and every Saturday I kept saying yes. It became my reflex. I helped everyone. When Mia couldn't cover rent one summer, I wrote a check. When Dad's crown cracked and he wanted a free fix because family, I drove in on my day off. Mom had a minor procedure and needed rides. I rescheduled patients to take her. Ashton's such a rock. They'd tell people. I felt proud. Proud and tired. Naomi met me in that phase. She was a nurse then. Steady hands, calm voice, fierce eye for nonsense. She watched me say yes to everyone and asked a simple question. Do they ever say yes back? I said, they're family. She said, that's not an answer. Then Caleb was born. Overnight, my capacity for noise and chaos expanded, but my patience for being used shrank. I started keeping track, not because I wanted payback, but because details kept me grounded. 18 airport runs for Mia in 2 years. $4,300 loans that never came back. 27 times I covered the dinner check because Dad forgot his wallet. 11 times they called me to fix something and hung up after. Thanks, son. Before I could say I was busy, when we bought our small townhouse, we invited everyone over. Mom walked through the door, scanned the room, and asked, "You sure you can afford this?" I said, "Yes." She touched the dining table. Maybe skip vacations for a while. We hadn't taken one in 4 years. Mia's life looked different. New phone every launch. Spot a bachelorette trip she didn't pay for. When she had Lily, my parents turned into fountains. They bought a stroller that cost more than our mortgage payment. She deserves the best, Mom said. You know how hard being a mother is. Naomi laughed that night, a sound with no humor. I guess I'm a ghost, she said. You're a nurse and a mom, I said, double ghost. The money talk got louder when Caleb turned 5. He wanted a small party with a dinosaur cake. My parents arrived late, empty-handed. During Happy Birthday, Dad took a call. After cake, Mom handed Caleb an envelope with a scratch-off lottery ticket and said, "This is fun. Teaches hope." He scratched it. Nothing. She laughed. See, a lesson. Contrast, Lily's birthday, a rented indoor playground, a custom balloon arch, and a pony photo op because why not? The party favors alone were nicer than Caleb's gifts from them that year. Naomi took pictures of Caleb's face carefully, cropping out the empty expressions and keeping only the pure smile when his friend gave him a homemade card. I kept telling myself it was just a phase. People have blind spots. Parents stumble, but it wasn't a stumble. It was a pattern, and patterns pay dividends if you let them. This fall, the money request shifted into expectations. Mia called, voice breathy with urgency. They raised daycare rates again. I'm drowning. Can you send $600? You make good money, I said. We're saving for Caleb's braces and life, she said. But you have that dentist salary, I said. And debt, she huffed. It must be nice to have a safety net. I looked around at my kitchen, the fridge that hummed too loud. My safety net is a spreadsheet, I said. 2 weeks later, Dad invited me to lunch. The server hadn't even taken our order when he said, "Your sister needs help, real help. You and Naomi don't need much. You're practical. You can lower your lifestyle a little." I stirred my water with a straw. Lower it to what? He shrugged, family sacrifices. I asked, when do they sacrifice for us? He frowned like I told a dirty joke. Don't make this about fairness. Life isn't fair. At Thanksgiving, Mom floated a new idea over mashed potatoes. We're thinking of starting an education fund for Lily. We'll manage it, but since you're doing well, you can contribute monthly. Automatic draft is easiest. Naomi coughed. What about a fund for Caleb? Mom smiled thinly. He doesn't need it as much. Ashton's stable. I stared at the gravy boat and thought about enamel. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can't grow it back. Boundaries feel like enamel. You have to protect them early. Then came Christmas. The whispers, the envelope, the $3,500 trip, the $5 card, the lecture about learning gratitude. The room had a low hum like a drill far away. Caleb's eyes were bright and confused. Naomi didn't speak. I could feel the moment hardening into something I couldn't sand down later. On the drive home, Caleb held the gift card between 2 fingers. $5 is still money, he said bravely. I can buy 2 candy canes. Naomi's voice was soft. You don't have to be brave right now. I kept both hands at 10 and 2 on the wheel. We're okay, I said. We're going to be okay. I meant it. But okay wasn't going to live in that house anymore. We didn't make a scene that night. We got home, tucked Caleb in, and sat at the kitchen table. The house was quiet except for the heater kicking on. Naomi put her palms flat on the table. Say it, she said. I stared at the scuffed edge of the table. I'm done, she nodded. Good. What does done look like? Boundaries, I said. The word felt boring and strong. No more money, no more errands, no more automatic drafts, no more gifting down while being lectured up. Christmas next year, she asked us. I said home or somewhere that doesn't require swallowing my kid's dignity. She exhaled. Okay, I stood and started packing, not the dramatic throwing of things, the quiet kind. Documents, keepsakes, photo albums my mother insisted on keeping at her house for safekeeping. I texted my dad. We're picking up our photo albums tomorrow. Please set them aside. He replied an hour later, don't be childish. Then 9 o'clock a.m. or not at all. At 8:58 a.m. we were on the porch. Dad opened the door with that strange smile. The albums were not set aside. Mom hovered in the kitchen. Mia wasn't there, but her voice lived in the house like perfume. Morning, I said. We'll grab our things and go. Dad waved a hand. Sit. Talk. We didn't sit. Mom started with a sigh that was basically a script. Ashton last night was about teaching Caleb values. Lily's gift was from us and Mia together. You know how hard she works. Sure, I said. This won't take long. Mom lifted her chin. You're overreacting to a single moment. I opened the hall closet and pulled down the first album. It's not a single moment. Dad's voice sharpened. Don't take that tone. I stacked albums. Naomi stood beside me, steady. Caleb picked up a photo of his first missing tooth and smiled at it like it was a friend. Dad tried again. You think you're better than us because you're a dentist? I looked at him. I think I'm tired. Mom crossed her arms. We love Caleb. The $5 card was symbolic. Naomi's voice finally cut in. Calm and surgical, symbolic of what? Mom blinked. Gratitude, for him or for you? Naomi asked. Silence. Dad's jaw twitched. I put the last album in the box and lifted it. We're heading out, Dad said. If you walk out like this, don't expect us to fund anything for Caleb. Not his activities, not his school, not his braces. I smiled faintly. You never did. He stepped closer. You think you can punish us? I shook my head. This isn't about punishment. I set the box down so my hands were free and so he'd see I wasn't leaving angry, just leaving. This isn't about revenge. This is about closure. Mom's eyes flashed. Closure from what? From being the background, I said, from being the wallet. From asking my son to swallow small humiliations with a smile. Mom reached for Caleb. Come give Grandma a hug. Caleb looked up at me. I nodded. He hugged her. She whispered too loud. Learned to share the spotlight. We left with our box. I buckled Caleb in. Naomi touched my shoulder once. A tiny press that said everything. We didn't slam doors. We didn't send a manifesto. I blocked the group chat and set my phone to filter unknown calls. I emailed Dad later that day. 5 lines. From now on, no loans, gifts, or payments. No errands or rides. Holidays are at our home. Gifts to Caleb go through us first. If that doesn't work, we'll keep distance. I wished them well, closed the laptop, and took Caleb for a huge candy cane, $3.50. He paid with his $5 card seriously and kept the receipt like a trophy. That night we cleared our stuff from my parents' closet, old baby clothes, 2 boxes of Caleb's art. Out by 9 p.m., snow in our hair. Our house felt bigger, just us. I slept deeply like shutting off a buzzing machine. First 3 days, eerie quiet, no dings or texts. Day 2, 14 missed calls from Mom, ignored. Day 4. 2 emails, concern, you're tearing the family apart. Didn't open. Naomi and I made pancakes for dinner, taught Caleb to flip without scrambling. Day 5, Dad's voicemails. Be a man, answer your mother. Then I'll talk to Naomi, she'll be reasonable. Filtered to boundaries folder. Day 6, Mia texted from new number. You're dramatic. Mom and Dad did their best. Don't punish Lily. Then, need $750 for Anaheim flights. Since no gifts contribute to experience, Naomi laughed. I said nothing. Day 7, Mom called Naomi on speaker while I was at work. Home to hear, Ashton ruining Christmas. Lily asks why Caleb's daddy is mad. Naomi, we're not mad, we're done. Mom cried performatively. We gave $5 card for gratitude. Naomi, he's 7, needs kindness. Mom, Naomi's controlling. Call ended. That night, 23 missed calls, 2 voicemails. Felt calm, finished. At work, assistant said I looked taller. I slept. Did extractions steadily, no phone checks. Friday, Dad's message. Family meeting Sunday, non-negotiable. Naomi, what do you want? Me. Not going, but I'll write. Texted group, not attending. Terms stand, respect or distance. Mia, respect both ways. Mom, paragraph on my ungratefulness. Dad, so no money ever. Ignored, built Lego with Caleb. Sunday, park instead, bright icy. Caleb chased Naomi. I held hot chocolate, watched our small family on the day. Grocery stop, saw $5 gift cards, bought one for Caleb, buys candy cane, gum after flossing. He grinned, evening. Apologies as negotiations. Didn't mean it, too sensitive, Disneyland was much but let go. No reply, cooked, prepped lunchboxes, flossed bed. Monday, dad at office unannounced, need crown fixed. Receptionist, Thursday. I'm his father, she, Thursday. I led to consult room. Mom hasn't slept, Mia hysterical, Lily crying, cruel, me terms ignored, this is following them. We gave everything. Me gave time, money, respect. Ask none back, now boundary. You'll regret. Me mine anyway. He left, no reschedule. Days later, Mia posted Disneyland pics, Lily with princess, Mia with cocktail, hearts from mom. No mention of payment, not my business. Our life simplified, no family talk after 9 p.m. earlier bedtime, ate together 3 nights. Saturday, Caleb in clinic chair, this what you do? Mostly help feel better. Him, like for us. Me. Yeah, week later, Wednesday, 8:42 p.m., mom called twice, ignored, dad text, emergency call. Called mom, Lily fell, broke front tooth. Pain, ER says dentist, on way to office. Naomi nodded, met them. Mia carrying sobbing Lily, chipped tooth. Me, before treatment, consent to cost, after follow terms, no lectures, uneven gifts, money asks, respect. Mom started, I raised hand. Mia, okay, yes. Help her, fix temporarily in 30 min, instructions, follow-up apt. Mia hugged stiffly. Thank you, sorry for things, me too. Locked up, quiet home like warm coat. Next morning, mom email, no emojis. Sorry, wrong. Thought teaching lessons, repeating patterns. Don't want to lose you, Naomi, Caleb. Follow terms. Dad text. Don't know how but try. Thursday, 3 p.m. crown. Me works, bring insurance. Copy. Mia, thank you for Lily. Uncle Ash hero, not your job. Respect family, mean it. Felt steady, no ache. Started small, coffee with mom, listened more. Dad visit on time, paid quietly. Sunday at hours, Lily Caleb built blocks, no gratitude jokes. Fridge card, 5 boundary lines as compass, not wall, point when slip. Changed most me. Stopped auditioning, calling humiliation lessons, letting $5 card define Caleb. Want peace over inclusion. Fix what I can, let go rest. I'm Ashton, 34, dentist. Love wife, son, peace, next Christmas. Our table, hot cocoa, lopsided gingerbread. Gift saying you deserve the world.